What's up everybody, it's Steve aka Bad Luck FPV coming at you from a couple weeks in the future from when I filmed this video. I'm now in my temporary home in California and I just wanted to say thanks for clicking on this vid. We're going to get into it in just a second, but it comes with a little bit of a disclaimer and I wanted to give you some information about what you're about to see up front. Basically,
the spot that you're going to see is a spot in Minnesota that we like to call Pole Man. It is worth it to be said that you should not fly around power lines. This is at a technical college in Minnesota where they train people on building and maintaining power lines and infrastructure, and none of the lines that we're flying around are wired or feeding power to like a neighborhood or anything. So we're not at risk of causing any major damage to any real infrastructure. I just wanted to lay that out there up front. I don't condone flying around power lines, but since these aren't real ones, I think it's fine. The other thing that I wanted to say up front about this video is that you're gonna see some odd behavior from my quadcopter, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I will tell you how to avoid burning your motors like I did. Alright, that all being said, let's get into it.
I think I just smashed my camera. Let's go see first flight. Alright, now that I've done something really disappointing, let's go to something that's really daunting instead. GPS rescue.
What GPS are you using?
HGLRC. Blinking at 7 sats. Oh, I got 8. Alright. So I'm not very far away. Now I'm about 400 feet away. And I'm gonna hit the GPS rescue. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God.
Wow, it's cooking. It's gonna go into a tree. Woo.
Pro tip, you guys, you still have control when it's in GPS rescue mode.
Oh, that's nice.
That is unpredictable.
But it would have at least brought it back to you, right?
That was crazy. Did you see how wild that was?
Yeah, it's making some wild movements to try and counteract. You still have it on, or are you just flying?
I turned it off. All right, let's try it again. All right, so
Here
I've
we go.
got it set to climb to 400 feet and then come home. Insane link quality. Oh my God, dude, it's freaking out.
Those power lines aren't doing you any favors.
No, they're not. I mean, this is a really great test of having to recover it in like sort of hazardous
Urban environments.
So urban over here. All right, let's try this again. Much farther out now, about 600 feet out. Oh my God, the weird like wobbling that it does.
It's really windy too.
Can't be
there it
good
is.
for my motors. Well, it got it back here though, so that's good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's doing what it needs to do to get you back into video signal, which is ultimately your main concern. But that's good to know that you still have control when you you're hitting the failsafe switch, or is it GPS rescue?
I'm hitting the GPS rescue switch,
okay. Which
which I'm also very glad that it turns out I did set up correctly.
Nice. And did you set your failsafe to that as well? So
oh, my failsafe is set to GPS rescue,
okay.
Yes.
Oh, you're way over there.
Yeah, I'm pushing it.
You're trying to make it failsafe, aren't you?
Yes. All right, I hit GPS rescue. It's coming back. It's really weird to see, to try and like make sure that like I'm good.
Oh, there it is. Like, holy
Dude,
shit.
it fucking looks
haul
back.
ass.
It's so fast.
Yeah, you can maybe bring down your maximum angle.
I think it's what the throttle is set at. All right, I'm taking it back. Well, how cool is that?
That's pretty badass.
That is trustworthy right there.
I gotta get mine doing that.
Okay, yours doing that. Holy cow.
That's pretty cool.
I trust that. I really do. All right, I went into Betaflight and made sure that I had all my settings set up the way that I think it'll work. And now I'm gonna do an actual remote off failsafe. They say that you shouldn't try this, but knowing my luck, if I don't confirm, it's gonna be devastating. So this is what we're doing instead. This luck right here. The bad guy.
Bye, drone.
Fuck me.
You connected?
I got it back, yeah. Well, now we know that. Jesus! What the fuck was that? Is it because I wasn't far enough away?
I don't know.
It just like rocketed it up to the moon, dude.
I know, I saw.
Get a little farther away.
Receiver still connected.
Alright, I got it back. It worked that time. RX loss. It's climbing to altitude. It's going to the moon. It's at 3.6, but it is descending. I just got my remote so that all I have to do is click this button and I can get control back. It did work. It's just for some reason this time it decided that it had to fly really fucking high. I'm gonna take back control. Take the power back. Well, shit, man. I trusted it enough to be able to take my goggles off while it was doing its thing. So there is something to be said about that. But that first freak out was really scary. But I think it's because I was not far enough away for it to like really be doing its thing, you know? But now I trust that. The mountain cruising that's gonna come from this is gonna be righteous. Righteous! Motors are hot, but not like smoking. But at least they're not dead. Cool. Success. And there you have it. That was some pitfalls and some errors that you can avoid when setting up your GPS rescue. The thing that for sure happened when it shot to the moon was that I had not met the minimum distance required for GPS rescue to work when I told my quad to failsafe, so it defaulted to the hold failsafe protocol and just shot up to the moon. So if you're gonna test it like I did, just make sure that you're outside of your minimum range. And the other thing that happened that you probably noticed was that my quad was pitching forward a bunch when it was trying to, you know, return back to home. And that was because of a combination of settings. It had to do with my maximum speed setting. It had to do with my angle setting. Basically what I ended up doing was just copying Joshua Bardwell's settings in his like most popular video for GPS rescue, but then allowing for more of an angle because I have a 7-inch quad. And I'll flash those settings up on the screen now, and those should work just fine. Try out those settings and tell me how they worked out for you in the comments below. Another thing to note about what you saw in this video is that I never landed and disarmed between most of my attempts at using the GPS rescue. So every time that I hit the GPS rescue and was like astonished by how high it was climbing, it's because it was set to go to the maximum height that had been achieved during the current flight. And by not landing and disarming between all of my flights, it was just doing what it was supposed to do and climb to its highest height, which was dumb of me. Don't be like me, don't shoot to the moon, and you know what I always say, stay up, stay flying, keep your karma up to ward off the bad luck. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.